What's up, guys? Welcome to Week 12 NFL Picks with Tanner Kern here at bparlay.com. Hope everyone is doing well. We'll let some people file in here. We're doing it live again this week. Listen, I feel like I'm on ESPN when we do this live, so we're going to do it live. I know you want the music. I saw a bunch of comments last week saying, where's the music, Tanner? Where's the music? Where's the music? I told you guys, I'm doing it live. If you didn't like it live, I don't care. I'm going to do it live. It's my pick. Someone put that in the picks comment section last week as well, guys. But overall, the support is amazing. I can't thank y'all enough. We're at 2.22 thousand subscribers right now, so we are rolling on bparlay.com. All thanks to you guys. It's not possible with just me. It takes a village. It takes an army, the bparlay army, where we're winning money every single week, every single night of the week. Last night had a huge hockey win. We got some action tonight. I am very sad. I'm going to be honest. I might shed a tear during this picks video because when I talk about Maction, I get emotional. I love Maction. There's nothing like it on a Tuesday and a Wednesday night. So Maction's coming to an end now, which is very sad. We got a comment rolling in here. What's up, TK Johnny Woo? How you doing, my man? You were on the morning show. Love that. Love the people coming back. I told you guys I was going to do this right after lunch, but that didn't happen. It ended up being more like dinner time. But hey, you know what? We got busy today. Had to do a few other things as well. Get ready for Thanksgiving football on Thursday. Very excited about that. Throw your Thanksgiving plans in there. Also, throw in what your favorite Thanksgiving food is, Thanksgiving side dish, whatever you want to do that. Let's get that conversation started while some people file in here, guys. Make sure you smash the subscribe button. Smash it, smash it, smash it right now, guys, because that's how we go to the moon. That's how we keep going to the moon. That's how we put out more content as well, guys. Got the doing great. I'm doing great, Johnny. TK Johnny Woo. I'm doing great. My initials are TK too, by the way. It's pretty cool. Feel connected. All right. Anyways, let's get into it. Everyone wants the quote, right? We're starting with the quote as usual this week. The quote never fails. We're going to start with the quote. Ready? There's a backstory to this. Now, this is not my quote. I don't want to take credit for it. It's not mine. Okay. I was at a sports book 2 weekends ago with my buddy. He taught me how to gamble. He's my gambling gubata. I love this man so much. Okay. He taught me how to gamble. I'm at the sports book. Anyways, I see a sweatshirt. Now, you know the Barstool sweatshirts for the gambling, Barstool bets. It was Positive Vibes Only, I believe. It was that model. I'm like, hey, I want to get one of those sweatshirts. I want one of those Barstool sweatshirts. I'm a big Stoolie guy. I love Barstool. I love Barstool betting. Okay. So I went to the Barstool site, obviously, and I saw this. Don't be afraid to fade yourself. This is on a sweatshirt. Obviously, great marketing from Dave Portnoy, great marketing from Barstool Bets. This is an unbelievable saying. And I used this last night on Monday night. So originally from the week 11 picks video, you saw that I picked the Giants at plus 11. And I was sitting there and I was debating it. And then I came on Monday morning yesterday and I said, no. I'm going to fade myself and I'm going to go with Tom Brady. I'm going to go with the GOAT. Why would I bet on the New York Giants? Why would I bet on the New York Giants when they're playing against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers? Don't be afraid to fade yourself. Sometimes you got to fade yourself. Plus 11 seemed promising with the New York Giants the other night. But you know what? Don't be afraid to fade yourself. And that's why I went with the Buccaneers. And that's why I won money last night. And that's what we're going to do here at bparlay for our Week 12 NFL picks. Johnny Gonzalez, Lions get their first win for Turkey Day. I don't know if they'll get their first win for Turkey Day, honestly, because their offense was very limited. But I am going to take them against the spread. It would not be surprising if they won, though. The Bears just aren't that good of a football team, but they're a better football team than the Lions. That's what I would say. If the Bears can't beat the Ravens without Lamar, though, I mean, Lions could probably sneak one in. I don't think the Browns are that good either. So let's the Lions overreaction to, them covering. The Lions should have won that game against the Browns. The Browns aren't that good. Anyways, let's get into it. Smash the subscribe button, just like we're going to smash the Detroit Lions at plus 3.5 in this football game. We got Bears Lions. Now the status of Jared Goff is still in question. Tim Boyle started for Jared Goff last week. He was not very good. I went to high school with this kid. Actually, fun fact there, he was a senior when I was a sophomore. He led our team to a state championship. I love Timmy. Bottom line is, though he did not play well last week, he needs to play a lot better if he does play. Lions have been very good against the spread, considering they've sucked with their record overall. Under looks good, too. Yes, I agree with that. Under looks good. What's up, Truth? We're just having fun here. We're just partying, just getting this party started. Under looks good, too. Nagy just got told he was going to be fired after the game. Nagy should have been fired a long time ago. Nagy's like, hey, I want to lose a game. I want to lose my job. Hey, I want to lose my job. Starting the Red Rocket over Justin Fields earlier this year, which was preposterous. But anyways, we'll keep going here. Lions plus 3.5. I love this bet. They've been very good against the spread. They're at home. It's Turkey Day. You got to bet with your gut sometimes. This is a game where you bet with your gut. Lions plus 3.5. Then we'll go Raiders and Cowboys. Cowboys -7. I love this bet. This could be the one bet that I love the most on Turkey Day, and I'm going to tell you why. The Cowboys defense last week was sensational. Sensational against the Kansas City Chiefs. And if you don't think that's the case, you're freaking crazy. Dak Prescott and the offense needs to step up. They need to be better. And good teams bounce back, right? Good teams focus. Good teams rebound. That's what's going to happen for the Dallas Cowboys this week. I can't say the same thing about the Raiders. The Raiders have hit a lot of adversity this year, and they're not going to snap out of it. I wish this line was 6.5. I really do, because I think the Raiders will give a fight. But I do think the Cowboys cover with ease. I think they win by 10 points. Then we'll go Bills versus Saints, the Turkey Day finale. Again, guys, throw your favorite side dishes in the comments. Do we like mac and cheese? It just broke that Matt Judon does not like mac and cheese, and the world lit on fire. The Twitter world's talking about that because you know what? The Patriots are back, and they don't want to talk about the real storyline, which Bill Belichick has climbed back to the top of the football world. Anyways, we'll save that for another time. Bills versus Saints here. I love the over of 46.5. Why do I love the over 46.5? Because neither of these teams play defense right now, and they both score a lot of points. The Bills had a very bad week last week against the Indianapolis Colts and Jonathan Taylor, but forget about it. Good teams bounce back. That's exactly what the Buffalo Bills will do this week. I think they cover 4.5. The Saints defense has looked atrocious. Like since Jameis Winston got hurt, the Saints stopped playing defense. I don't know what Jameis Winston, maybe his motivational speeches were connected to the defense in some way. I don't know. But the defense has been horrendous since he got hurt. Anyways, I love the over in this game, and I love Bills -4.5. Got a comment here. Turkey is going to taste 100 times better if these picks hit. Damn right it is. Damn right. So this is the first time, guys, actually, fun fact, I'm in Connecticut. I live in Boston regularly, which where betting is not legal, right? But I'm in Connecticut now. Connecticut just legalized betting. So I am going to literally be sitting my ass on the couch, legally betting on sports this year for the first time, which is unreal. I'm very excited about that with all these like parlay promotions and everything. I'm just so freaking excited to legally bet on sports this year, legally bet on Thanksgiving. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyways, we've come a long way since 2018. Let's go. All right. Anyways, keep going here. We got Steelers and Bengals. I'm going to get my banner up here. Steelers at +3.5. Now, Big Ben and the Steelers proved a lot to me on Sunday night. And obviously, Justin Herbert got the most of them for the Chargers. And he was sensational. It was about time because he needs to bounce back. Happy Thanksgiving. There we go. Are you going to parlay all the Thanksgiving games? Hell yeah, I'm going to parlay all the Thanksgiving games, Johnny. Hell yeah. I got so many bets. I got more bets than I can even count on Thanksgiving. I'm going to parlay. I'm going to parlay spreads, money lines, totals. I'm going to do it all. Why not? It's going to be a fun day. I'm not saying I'm going to break the bank on, a 15-leg parlay between, every single line that you can take in on an NFL game, but I'm definitely going to parlay them all for sure. We'll talk about that at the end, guys. But Steelers +3.5, they proved a lot to me. Now, as good as the Bengals were against the Raiders in a bounce back game, I do think the Steelers get the most of them at +3.5. This line is too good to resist. Now, if it was +2.5, I would say, hey, I'm going to fade it. I'm going to go with the Bengals, but +3.5 is too good. The Steelers have Najee Harris. They have Big Ben. Big Ben can still sling the ball downfield, as we saw the other night. Good things are going to happen. Steelers +3.5 here. Now, this is the one that I want to get your guys' opinion on this. This is another reason I like going live. I like the Buccaneers at 2.5. I genuinely like the Buccaneers. Their offense was sensational the other night. And when you really look at the defense for Tampa Bay against the Giants did not score. Okay, yeah, they had one good drive. They had the field goal. And then Mike Evans, I believe it was Mike Evans, ball hits off his chest, right? Bounces up in the air. It's picked off. Okay, give them a short field, 5 yards. They score. So they scored 10 points. 3 of them were legit. The other 7 were not legit. Steelers +3.5 is a nice pick. Appreciate that. Keep it going, guys. Let's keep going. Buccaneers 2.5 though. Colts, obviously, Jonathan Taylor was tremendous, and this is where I was wrong. I put a lot of money on Jonathan Taylor's under rushing total for the day, and that was stupid. I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to sit here. I apologize. I'm sorry. I put a lot of money on that, and I lost it. Obviously, I knew I was going to lose it from the first snap of the game because the Indianapolis Colts came out to run the football, and that gets me going. That gets me feeling some type of way. I actually watched an NFL Network NFL film special today with Quentin Nelson on Facebook. It popped up, and it was just about how even though the Colts might not be the best offensive line in the NFL, they want to run the football. Quentin Nelson wants to run the football, and when a team wants to run the football, eventually it's going to break. You keep hammering the rock. It's not the thousandth, or it's not the first hit, or pause. Pause. You hammer the rock 1,000 times, right? And it breaks on the 1,001st hit, right? It wasn't the 1,001st hit that broke the rock. It was the 1,000 hits before it, right? That's the Indianapolis Colts strategy right now, and that's dangerous for bettors. But I do like the Buccaneers at 2.5 because I think, okay, you're back in the Colts. We got Colts everywhere. Colts everywhere. Hostile environment right now. Colts everywhere. You know what, though? Buccaneers defense, they need to shut down the run. If they force Carson Wentz to throw the ball 50 times, we're going to be in good shape. Now, the Colts have relied on the run game right now. They love to run the football, and that's the problem. They're going to stick with it. The Buccaneers front seven needs to step up. That's the best part of their defense, and then the secondary's got to hang in there when the Colts decide to throw the football. Buccaneers 2.5. They look tremendous on offense the other night. Tom Brady, finally, it clicked. Like, it finally clicked with him after 2 bad games. He's back. The offense is back, and they're ready to roll. Whew. All right, Panthers -1. How many pick'em games do we have this week? There's so many pick'em games. It's unreal. Got another comment. It's okay to fade yourself. Good point. Good point. That's the quote. It's okay don't be afraid to fade yourself. Well, you know what? I'm going to lean myself for the Buccaneers because it's Tampa Bay and it's Tom Brady. And last night I said it. I said on social media, I was tweeting it the whole game. You don't bet against the GOAT, and I'm going to ride or die with the GOAT. No matter what I believe, I'm going to ride or die with him because it's Tom freaking Brady. All right, but that's good. That was good. You used my quote against me. I appreciate it. All right, Panthers -1 here versus the Dolphins. I said this. I picked Washington +3.5 last week. That was the best bet of the week for me, honestly. It was a magical bet because as good as Cam Newton looked last week, he looked much better in a Carolina uniform than he ever did in one of these right here, a little New England Mac Attack Jones uniform. I will say Cam did look good, and the Panthers looked good with Cameron Newton, with Christian McCaffrey. They are a much better football team than the Miami Dolphins. Please let me know if I'm talking gibberish in the comment section. But the Miami Dolphins survived the New York Jets. When you survive the New York Jets, I don't have much respect for you. I think the Panthers, with another week under Cam Newton, another week him working with Christian McCaffrey, being in this offense is going to be very good for them. I know they're on the road in Miami, but you know what? It's hot in Carolina too. It's hot in Miami. It doesn't matter. Panthers -1, easy money. Now, this is a game that, I mean, you probably see the jersey and you're like, oh, this kid's a Patriots fan. I am a Patriots fan. I'm not going to lie. I'm a Mac Jones fan too. But you don't bet against Bill Belichick, right? As good as, and you guys can go watch the early videos too. I bet against the Patriots pretty much every game earlier this season. But now they're rolling. Now they're finding their juice. They're finding their rhythm. And when you look at this game, yeah, the Titans coming off a very rough loss. We could say very rough to the Houston Texans. It was good cover by the Houston Texans, but they're coming off a very, very bad loss, right? They are going to bounce back. They're going to be out for blood. It's a lot to ask the Patriots to cover by a touchdown, but they're at home and they've been doing it consistently. They've been playing tremendous defense and they've been running the ball. And when the Patriots run the ball, it opens up the pass game for Mac Jones down the field. I can't resist it. Patriots -6.5. Ooh, got the hiccups already. Eagles -3 versus Saints, versus the Giants. The Eagles are okay now. That's what I will say. The Eagles are okay. They're starting to win consistently a little more. New York's very bad. They just fired Jason Garrett as their OC. Will that help? No. I don't know why you're firing Jason Garrett. You need to fire your whole interior offensive line. Okay, I'm not a big Jason Garrett guy. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a JG guy. But you got to fire the whole interior offensive line. They were horrendous last night. We can talk about D-Money Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, he doesn't have anywhere to step up. If we watched the game last night, we watched Tom Brady. Tom Brady had pressure off the edge, right? They worked guys up the field, but he had the inside pocket. He was able to step up the whole night. And when you're able to step up as quarterback in the NFL, you can make plays down the field. Daniel Jones doesn't have this luxury. So I think we got to stop picking on Daniel Jones. I think he's an Eli Manning guy. I think he's one of those guys that can be successful in this franchise. They need to figure out this offensive line. That's the bottom line. Eagles -3, though. Jalen Hurts looks like a franchise quarterback, honestly. Eagles are starting to mesh a little bit. Offensive line looks good. Defense looks good. I'm going to go with the Eagles -3. Falcons versus Jaguars. All right, these are two really bad teams, and it's like I don't want to make a decision on them. If I'm going to pick one, I think it's going to be the Falcons, honestly. Again, though, it's in Jacksonville. Jacksonville plays better at home. Under 46.5. The Falcons don't score a lot, as we saw on Thursday Night Football against New England Patriots, and the Jaguars don't score a lot. They scored 10 points last week. Eagles are better than the Giants. Yes, no question about that. Eagles are so much better than the Giants. But you get what I'm saying, guys? I don't think the problem was necessarily Jason Garrett. I don't think the problem is necessarily Daniel Jones. I think it's the offensive line. You have Saquon Barkley and you have Daniel Jones, who can obviously hit guys down the field. I'm not saying I was very high on Daniel Jones coming out of Duke, but again, I'm not Adam Schefter, a draft analyst here. I'm just a little YouTube betting blogger. But I will say this. The problem is the interior offensive line. Dude can't step up in the pocket. Jags have a better defense. Jags do have a pretty damn good defense right now. I'm not going to lie about that. But I'm going to take the under. It's the under is a safe bet. I think 90% of bettors, 90% of bets so far have been placed on the under in this football game. Go with the under. I love this bet here. And then we'll go Jets, Texans. Texans minus 2.5. Texans, big cover, big win last week over the Tennessee Titans. So that was great to see, obviously. But we look at this game. Tyrod Taylor is back. The Texans are playing good. The Jets' whole franchise is a debacle. It's a debacle. That's the word I'm going to use. Tyrod Taylor is going to be rolling for the Texans. The Jets' defense is weak. They're injured. They're beat up right now. And they just don't have a quarterback. Are we going to get Zach Wilson back? Are we going to get headband Zach Wilson from BYU back? I don't know. I don't think we are this week, honestly. I don't think he's going to be back. And I don't think the Jets are going to do anything. That's the bottom line. Your Pats winning me money. There we go. Wonka. I said it right this time, I believe. I think I said it right. The Pats are winning. Pats are doing pretty damn good. One of my buddies, a big time betting analyst. We were talking about this game, and he's like, "You bet the number. Like, you don't bet the team, you bet the number." And I'm a little different. You bet the team, and then you factor in the number, right? So Patriots were -7. You got it for -6.5 in that Thursday night game if you got it right before kickoff, a few hours before kickoff. But Patriots came out and they steamrolled them. I said, "Listen, this spread should be -10 because the Patriots are just a better football team." And look what happened. I'm right. We're all right. We win here at bparlay.com. What were we talking about? Jets, Texans minus 2.5. It's not worth spending more time on this unless you guys think it is. I don't think it is. I should have told you Indy on the day. Yeah, Indy burnt me, man. I'm not gonna lie. Indy burnt me. I didn't think they were going to be able to run the football as well as they did against Buffalo, but they were pretty damn good. So I can't. I was lost. I was stupid. Freaking stupid. Anyways, Chargers minus 2.5 versus the Broncos. Justin Herbert found his groove, and the Broncos are not a good football team. That's what I will say. The Broncos have beat a few reputable opponents this year, but most of their wins have come over trash teams. The Chargers, as we saw against the Steelers, when they do show up offensively, they're very hard to beat. When they don't show up offensively, they can be beat. If they show up offensively in Mile High Stadium at altitude, blah, 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 they're going to be pretty good. I think they're going to play just fine. But again, if they don't, could be a little tight of a game, but 2.5 is too tight of a spread. I'm taking this any day of the week. If the Chargers win by a field goal over a bad Broncos team, you kidding me? I'm taking this any day of the week. Rams versus Packers. This is another game I want to get some opinions on because I don't think it's as big as of a consensus here. I think Aaron Rodgers' injury is concerning to his foot. He has not had a lot of practice time. Los Angeles is coming off a bye week, but here's my thing. Here's my bias here, and please tell me if you might have to fade yourself in this case. Don't be afraid to fade yourself, right? As much as I want to bet on the Rams, like I really want to bet on the Rams. They're coming off a bye. You know what? They've had some problems. They haven't been playing great, but hopefully they fix it off the bye. I'm going to fade myself because I want to bet on Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if that even makes sense, but I'm fading my Rams pick. It makes sense. The Rams pick it makes sense. It's the pick that makes sense. But you don't bet against Aaron Rodgers. Have we seen this every time this year? I know last week he screwed us with the Vikings, right? And if you probably took the Vikings at 2.5, I think a lot of people took the Vikings at 2.5. That was a great call. But come on now. This is Aaron freaking Rodgers. This is one of the best quarterbacks of all time. At home against a struggling Rams football team. I know they're coming off the bye. I don't care. I'm going to go Packers money line. Vikings +3 versus the 49ers. This could be the steal of the week. I know it's at Levi's Stadium, so we got to factor that in, blah, blah, blah. Vikings are playing really good football. They're offensively, at least. Defensively, so-so. But the 49ers love to run the football, and the Vikings can score at will. I think if the Vikings can get it going here, they're going to score a lot more points. And the fact of the matter is they can be within a field goal and you still get your money back is a great deal. Bye weeks haven't been, comment here. Bye weeks haven't been a good thing for most teams this year. Stafford is back to his old form with the Lions. Rodgers going off. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that, but I wouldn't say so. We can't say Stafford's back to his old form with the Lions, in my opinion, at least, Johnny. I know, everyone's got their opinion, right? But from what I see it, at least, Matt Stafford was really good with the Lions. You look at his stats, the dude was tremendous with the Lions. The problem there, it was he didn't have the team around him. Here he has the team and he's still not winning. He's making bad decisions with the football. I got to give you that. But Matt Stafford's still tremendous. I don't think they're going to do anything this year in the playoffs if they get there. But again, Aaron Rodgers, like you said, he's going to go off. Aaron Rodgers. Yep. It's at Lambeau. Yep. Packers at home. They're back home this week. So that will be very exciting there. We got the Vikings +3 here. Ravens 5.5. I think the Browns need to shut down Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield looks really hurt right now. He's not playing well. Lamar Jackson will return to the Ravens lineup. And the Ravens with Lamar Jackson are a completely different team. I like them to cover 5.5 this week at home, especially. It's a huge AFC North matchup. Huge AFC North matchup. And then finally, last game, Monday Night Football. Well, Monday night, Washington -1. I was looking at the stats, the standings today, whatever, and I saw I knew the Seahawks were 3-7. Don't get me wrong, but when I saw it in the standings, I was like, "What? How? This is the Seattle Seahawks. This is Russell Wilson. I know he was hurt for a lot this year, but this is the Seahawks. This is a perennial power in the NFL, and they're bad this year. Washington football team is not good either, but you know what? Washington has a good defense. It's starting to play even better. I love Washington this week. I think Taylor Heineke's still a franchise quarterback. I think he's still the guy there, and they're going to do something pretty special. Washington -1. They get the job done. The future is bright in Washington. When they do pick a team name, should not be football team. They should pick something. But when they figure out all that, when they figure out who their quarterback's going to be, I do think the future is bright because of this defense, and good things are going to happen when you have a good defense. Defense wins championships. That's what you need to know. And also, bet on teams that like to run the football, like the Colts, even though I'm not going to do that this week. But teams that like to run the football right now, here's as a bettor, as someone who has been betting offshore since before I was 18, freaking bookies and stuff, teams that love to run the football at this point in the year are the teams that you want to lean. And I know I'm not taking the Colts here. Who knows? My decision might change by Sunday. But teams that love to run the football, you want to bet them in December, in November, late November and December football, because that's what wins games. Teams that can run the football and teams that can play great defense are the best teams to bet no matter what, because if they don't win, they still usually cover because they control the clock and they beat the living crap out of teams. And that's what you need to know. I feel bad for Russ Wilson after injuries. Not the same. Hope he comes back. Yeah, I agree. I feel bad for Russell. I think Russell's going to be Russell's free agent next year, right? I believe. I think Russell's a free agent. He said now. All right, guys. So don't be afraid to fade yourself. That's the bottom line. We got a bunch of people on here now. Stick around, guys. I will be back here in about 2 minutes with the parlay video. We'll get that going, and then all the videos are complete, and then we just do our morning videos. We'll have a big morning video on Thanksgiving. We'll get in here. We'll talk about props and bets and all this. Can you go over the parlay again? So I haven't even gone over it yet, Tyler. I'm going to do it right at the end. It's a new video, so just sign up for notifications. You'll be right on there. We'll get that done. Nice job, brother. Appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Thanks, my guys. Thank you. Yeah, so the parlay video will be up in 2 minutes. I'll post it. We'll be live there as well, so we can talk about this. I got a lot of underdogs on there. Not underdogs, but a lot of bad teams, because I think there's a lot of value with the bad teams this week. So we will get that going. Thanks for joining me, guys. Hang around for the parlay video. We'll be back in about 1 minute.